It's hosted a wide variety of racing through its brief history, but never NASCAR until this weekend. Time for NASCAR Cup Series practice on a beautiful day. Not by my standards. It has been a light rain all morning. The trucks just qualified, and boy, they had a tough time on this circuit.
Right here. Now, he had actually been catching Kyle Busch ahead of him. Just carried a little bit too much speed.
Pretty big
lock up the left front tire.
That's a long time.
When you lock that left front tire, probably the right front was locking up a little bit there in that shot. You can see what happens. It just goes straight.
Now, note those Goodyear Eagles.
William Byron, big slide, and that's what what that is it started raining heavy down in that corner and caught a lot of these guys off. Woohoo, that's a big slide right there.
Did a good job keeping the tires rolling, though. I don't think it hurt those tires whatsoever.
You can see how heavy the rain is right here.
Yeah, here the wheel hop.
Yeah,
and brakes started to get through the drive line.
And the grip is nowhere.
To these other teams out there.
You remember when we watched in iRacing how slow his hands were in moving through the corners, and slow hands are definitely what you want here in the wet. I'm not sure Suarez defroster is working well from what we saw on the onboard.
But the other thing that I see right there is, and I think you're going to see more of that on Sunday, guys, there wasn't any room for him to move. He locked his tires up, and he was along for the ride, almost slid right into the back of him because he couldn't get around either side of him.
I was actually impressed that he didn't go straight into him. He's actually able to maneuver a little bit off to one side and miss him.
You're going to see that, especially if it's raining tomorrow. You're going to see that a lot.
Yeah. It's a much finer line of where to find that. So you got to have great car control, as we see right here. Ooh. Kyle Busch, you talk about a guy who's got some car control.
And that's putting it on the edge right there. You slip around the least little bit and miss right there, you're in the fence and pulling out a backup car. The thing I love the most about this racetrack, every single car here, every driver, every team was nervous about coming to this new opportunity at Circuit of the Americas. Now it's pouring down rain, throws that out the window, your nerves are through the roof.
That's what I like seeing, that clear shield on Martin Truex Jr. When we went to his in-car, his eyes weren't blinking.
Man, Spotter needed to help right there. Now there's out right in front of those guys.
Talked to some of the spotters this morning, and the one place they can't see.
Top of turn one.
Well, kind of.
I hope they can see.
After you leave turn one, you're going downhill to the S's, and there's an area with trees that blocks the spotter's view for about 2 or 3 seconds just before you enter the S's.
And Mike, you brought up a good point. You see right there's a spotter stand. Spotters. We're going to have 3 spotters around this road course this weekend to try to find all those important areas where they can make sure that their driver is in the safest position they possibly can, or avoiding any.
So we typically use 2, but 3? I've never heard 3 different voices in my head. Well, maybe. Maybe more than that.
Hang on.
Lap times, pulled out behind his teammate, which is in the top 5 right now, and picked up all the way to 16th. So learning is the name of the game. We knew that was going to be going into this 50-minute session, and they're trying to do it as fast as they can. Larry, what are you thinking setup-wise? You're seeing these cars moving around quite a bit. The hardest thing for me is how the rain's coming in and out. I would think that would be extremely hard to figure out, Larry.
Yeah, no question. As I said, you really want to open the shocks up, just give the car as much compliance. And, you know, Tyler Reddick in the 8 car looked like to me they had unhooked the front sway bar. It was rolling so much.
That doesn't surprise me, Larry, at all. Disconnecting all the sway bars. Disconnecting even the front. Wow. William Byron wins practice over Joey Logano. Pops up to 2nd in the final minutes. Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott. We're going to switch over to FS1 for a big NASCAR day at Circuit of the Americas.